back, guys, and today I have the source code for Project 06. It's been on my GitHub for quite some time. There is also a link to a mega download where you could get all the assets and stuff because you can't post large files on GitHub, and the source code is over 14 gigabytes large, so I had to use a mega upload. And basically the whole idea was I ended up actually having to pay out of pocket for extra storage, and I ended up uploading the release from which I got the source code from. Now let me discuss this because basically, as you know, Chaos X is behind Project 06. Now, what people tend to believe that actually turns out to not be true is that Project 06 wasn't written by hand. It wasn't he watched footage and wrote the thing blindly. He reverse engineered the retail game. And he made improvements. It is time consuming to do because I also reverse engineered, at least mostly, the retail game. And I will admit there is a lot that went into it. But what I don't like is that he's basically saying that, oh, it's my source code and you can't do anything with it, get your own. Meanwhile, he's using Unity, which, if you're gonna use Unity, which in my opinion is a better option for a Sonic game, your own coding language is C#. So, regardless of me taking a shortcut or not, if I was to reverse engineer the game blindly and then code it for Unity, then I would most likely end up having something very similar, if not nearly identical, or exactly identical to his source code, just from the side effect of only being able to use one coding language with that game engine. That being said, I ended up going like, you know what? Because I eventually messaged him on Twitter. I kind of thought he was an asshole. I'm not going to show it here because honestly I don't know what I did with the screenshots, and it's also not relevant to the bigger picture of what this vision is. And this is basically taking a game that is sort of a mixed bag for me and bringing together a community of people who want to make it better. Why should it just be one person making these improvements based on essentially code that, I'm just gonna go out and say it, code that you stole, but are accusing me of stealing? Like, come on. I embody the open source mindset, and that is, well, if you're gonna make something, open source it. Let the community contribute. Let the whole world contribute. I want to see Sonic 06 on a fucking toaster. I want to see it on a TV, okay? Now, what's interesting about this game is it was a mixed bag for me, because on one hand, when I was a kid, I had a lot of fun with it. It has a lot of sentimental value. On the other hand, I broke 3 controllers playing it because it was just so damn broken, and I kind of lost my patience a couple of times. But that was when I was like 8 years old. Now, I'll admit, Project 06 is fun. Hell, it is a lot of fun. And am I willing to admit that I'm just completely disregarding Chaos X and doing this? Yeah, call me what you want. You can be a talented developer, but still be an asshole. To me, it doesn't matter if you're a talented excuse me. To me, it doesn't matter if you're a talented developer. What matters to me is whether or not you're an asshole about it. So, call me what you want. Source code's leaked. It's up on the internet for everyone to see. And goodbye, world.